So you need to add 84 to the 48. This is the way how the magic find doesn't work at all. So yeah, like that's the common mistake of people thinking.
Hey, you guys want to see my video?
Hello guys, one more time. Today will be a little bit different video. I will try to explain to you guys how the magic find works in the Wolcen. So first thing first, we have to open our statistics. So just pressing C on the keyboard and then we will find our magic find. So the magic find modifier increases the probability of looting uncommon item, which means, as you can see, my magic find is 0. So well, I'm not increasing anything, right? But if you have some items like O'Malley's lucky belt, for example, which give me plus 48 magic find, what that means? That means simply I will have the 48 magic find. So going with that conclusion, usually people are running expedition without that belt, and I just give you the example of what I'm doing. I'm doing 103 right now, which is equivalent of 63% magic find. So yeah, so you probably think like, okay, so you're just increasing your odds to get like a half more of legendary drop, like that don't make sense, right? But okay, so just gonna press 124. Right now I'm like 84 magic find. So right now I will be like almost a 1 item more, right? Like that make kind of sense. And then when I will put that belt, so I will add this value, that 84 magic find, to the value which I'm wearing. So you need to add 84 to the 48. This is the way how the magic find doesn't work at all. So yeah, like that's the common mistake of people thinking. They think the magic find work in the way like if you have like 100%, you will increase your odds 100%. When you have 200%, you will increase your odds 200%. No, that's totally no make sense, because that means every rare item will roll into the legendary item, and that's not happening, right? It's like if you will get 3 legendary items on one go, on one expedition, you like really, right now I will just explain you how the magic find works and how to get 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries all the time, just simply by understanding how the system works. Okie dokie, so I just prepare for you guys how the magic find works. So first thing first, we have to understand we have the magic find value stacking our magic find, then we have the legendary magic find. So this is the percentage value of actually rolling the rare item to the legendary item, and then we have the real magic find. So this is like the most important stuff, the real magic find, like because everybody are focusing on stacking the magic find. Like this is the value only you see in the game. So when I'm putting my belt, I have like close to the 50 magic find. It's 48 to be exact. Yeah, it's 48. So this is the value you see. You're pressing the console, checking the stats, and this is the value you see, 50 magic find. And people think like if you will have like 100 magic find, then you probably will get like 100% more found the legendary items, which is like, be exact, is just 1.71, which what that means 1.7. So to be exact, you have just 1.7. So what that means 1.7. So basically when you have 100% more magic find, you increasing your odds to almost to get 2 items in the long run instead of 1 legendary item, which is like not really great. Basically if you will do on the highest difficulty level, which is 187 without the belt, because everybody using the trial belt in order to be able to finish that. But if somebody will be running the O'Malley's lucky belt instead of the trial belt, he will end up with 7,000 magic find. But I will just explain that in a minute. So this is the highest difficulty what people do without the belt. So their real magic find is 1.9. So they increasing their odds to getting at least 2 legendaries during the run, which is not really like great deal, because if you will take a look on what I'm doing on the Master Expedition 103 with my magic find on that expedition, which is 63 magic find on that expedition. So this is what I'm doing right now, right? 103, so this is like 63 magic find. And magic find in the Wolcen system works not additive, works multiplicative. What that means, you're not adding this, you just multiplicate. So if you're running Master 103 expedition on 63 magic find, that means you need to multiply your magic find. So you have to check what's your magic find here, and then you have to multiply that amount by the magic find what you're actually getting from the expedition you're doing. So I just giving you an example of Master 103. So I multiply this and then I get 3000 magic find, 3024 to be exact. And then you might think, oh my god, you have 3000 magic finds, what the like, oh my god, oh boy, and everybody are insane, what's going on? Like, yeah, and then you have to understand, like you see 3 point something. So this is the amount you will get, or maybe more. So you have to understand this is like 3 point something. So this is like, yes, this is 3024 magic find. But you have to understand the first part, that means on my average run I'm getting 3 legendaries. So 3000 magic find will give you always at least 3 legendaries or more. Actually usually I end up with like 4 legendaries on one go, which is great. And then when you will go to the Master Expedition 124, you will get 84 magic find, and you will multiply by your magic find. My magic find is 48, but your magic find might be 60. So it might be like really crazy output of magic find. Then you will end up with 4032 magic find. Like the first number of that value is the number you get in the legendaries. This is actually what you will get, at least 4 legendaries. And then if somebody will be able to actually running the 187 expedition with O'Malley Lucky Belt, so he will get 147 magic finds. So this is like a magic find without the modifiers, because with the modifiers I can go easily like 200 magic find. I even gonna try it. If we have, for example, 200 magic find multiplied by O'Malley's belt, then we end up with, oh my god, close to 10,000 magic find, which is like bonkers. It's crazy. Oh my god, 10,000 magic find, imagine that. Yeah, so you will end up with actually running one expedition and founding about 10 legendaries, maybe more than that, so that'd be crazy. So like basically 10 runs, 100 legendaries, guys. Don't mind if I do. So somebody later on with the next expansion with the builds without the trial, just keep that in mind to wear the O'Malley's belt, because this belt is broken. It's like, maybe on the first glance you might think like, well, it's not that huge deal, but if you will break out like I did everything, it's really a huge deal. So what's the conclusion to that? Actually, if you don't have good items and you have the O'Malley belt, really good to basically doing the speedruns on the lowest expedition, just simply because you will get, like for example, expedition 103 you will get like 3 legendaries at least, 124 you will get 4 legendaries at least. So that's, you have to just keep that in mind. It's no point to going higher, because you are actually getting more odds of getting legendary items than actually the people who are actually running without the O'Malley belts, 187 Ascendant. So as you can see, this is the highest difficulty level, and they just have the real magic finds, not even 2. So, and you're running about 7 to 10 more time the real magic find. So that's why you're actually increasing your odds, getting like sky high legendaries. This number is just like the lowest amount, because you will get even 5 or 6, but this is like just at least you will get 3. I'm not saying those people are not going to get like 3 legendaries when they're running. Your real magic find is 9, their real magic find is like 1.9. So it's like, if you will be like lucky enough in the highest, like the system will be working, that actually means that real magic find you will get 9 items, 9 legendary items, and they are about getting to 2 legendary items. But normally on the average you will get 3. If you will be able to do that, the highest difficulty level with O'Malley's belt, you will end up some games with 30 legendaries on one game, which is like, whoa, like 10 legendaries is crazy, but 30. So this is actually the real magic find value. So the flat value without any magic find upgrades, any magic find items, you will get the real magic find 1. So that 1 is always the magic find what you're getting from the expeditions, which means you are not multiplied by anything because you don't have any items. So if you will do the highest ascendant, the highest level possible, your magic find is about 150, which means your real magic find is about 2. That number 2 means that usually you will get like 2 legendaries one go. When you're doing expedition with the belt 103, you will get about 3, like at least 3 legendaries, but you might end up with actually getting 9, which I never had 9, but I get like 5, 6. It's like, it's crazy good, right? And the legendary magic find, what's that? Actually the value you actually, the odds to running the rare item to the legendary. So I have actually 600 magic find, so I have 6 times more chance to roll the rare item to be a legendary item, just running 103 expeditions. And pretty much I think I cover everything, guys. Yeah, so thank you very much guys for watching. If you like it, like it. If you want to ask something, just ask me. If you're first time on the channel, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Yeah, one more time, thank you very much guys for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.
Hit that shit.